I have endeavored in this ghostly little book to raise the ghost of an idea which shall not put my readers out of humor with themselves, with each other, with the season, or with me. May it haunt their houses pleasantly. No, Dickens wasn't speaking of the Sheila Copps biography. Rather, he was talking about his own story, A Christmas Carol. I'm Patrick McKenna, and tonight I'm proud to present Scrooge, a film based on the Dickens classic. This timeless tale of a man visited by the ghosts of Christmas past, present, and future has been made into several movies, but this 1951 version has become a true holiday tradition. Many a great actor has played Scrooge. Albert Finney, George C. Scott, and Kermit the Frog, but this role will always belong to tonight's star, British acting legend, Alistair Sim. Now, a Christmas classic for the whole family, Scrooge.
I've never seen a Boy Scout machine gun.
I know, interesting.
Our own Canadian Antiques Roadshow with host Valerie Pringle premieres Wednesday, January 12th on CBC television.
Some people will do anything to get on TV. All part of the magic of the movies, I guess. Well, stay with us. The 1951 classic Scrooge returns in just a moment.
Enjoying Pearl Harbor this evening on Movie Night in Canada. Josh Hartnett, Ben Affleck, and Kate Beckinsale, the heroes so far. Cuba Gooding Jr., who is a wonderful little hockey player, will be in the movie when we come back to more of Pearl Harbor on a Happy New Year's edition of Movie Night in Canada in just a moment.
Move over, Santa. Fat Albert is back. Large and in charge. Now, 20th Century Fox and CBC Television are giving you and 3 friends a chance to win a trip to Philadelphia, Fat Albert's hometown.
That's what I'm talking about.
And $1,000 in spending money. There's great Fat Albert prize packs to be won, too. For all the details, log on to cbc.ca/contest.
Enjoying Pearl Harbor this evening on Movie Night in Canada. What will Lieutenant Evelyn Johnson do now? It's not like she can choose the best-looking guy. Movie night tonight emanating from Dollard-des-Ormeaux, where we're enjoying midget hockey action. Tomorrow evening, speaking of looking for the right guy, My Big Fat Greek Wedding launches Comedy Week in Canada. It's going to be a wonderful run of movies and comedy shows. Nia Vardalos of Winnipeg created the show. The neatest thing about it, of course, $5 million. It turned into one of the greatest blockbusters of all time. Nia used to kid that as a young Greek in Winnipeg, she learned early that her task in life was to marry a Greek guy, have Greek kids, and feed the entire world 24/7 until the day she died. It's a great movie. She has a man on her mind tomorrow evening on CBC. Tuesday night, same thing. Austin Powers is the one looking for trouble. The international man of mystery, dead sexy Mike Myers, Tuesday night on CBC. And a week from tomorrow night, Men with Brooms, starring the one and only Paul Gross. And speaking of Men with Brooms, you'll see that actually factors in to Pearl Harbor as we continue on.
Saturday.
Who elected you leader of this outfit?
Escaped convicts on the run. George Clooney stars in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Part of 3 back-to-back movies on CBC's Movie Night in Canada next Saturday.
Enjoying Pearl Harbor this evening on Movie Night in Canada. We're in Dollard-des-Ormeaux enjoying some midget hockey action where the poor referees had a busy first period here tonight. And we may see more of the same Monday night on the CBC. We're debuting a new series called The Tournament. It profiles a team called the Farquharson Funeral Home Warriors, an Adam team, and it's all the trials and tribulations of the coaches, the parents, and this team that's trying to get to a major tournament in Chateauguay, Quebec. The team is a lot like the Titanic. Great until they hit the ice. And speaking of the Titanic, as we move into the climactic final stages of Pearl Harbor, they say that this movie was nearly $200 million in the making, almost as much as the damage that was done that fateful day in 1941. This sequence is filmed in the same spot they did Titanic, in Mexico. Happy New Year once again from Dollard-des-Ormeaux. We've just enjoyed Pearl Harbor. I'm pleased to be joined by Gaston Gingras, one of the great NHL players, famous for his skating, his big shot. Gaston, oh, good news. The home side just scored a goal. You've been helping out here with the minor hockey program. Just maybe first, before we get to that, in this movie we just saw, the 2 heroes, Rafe and Danny, were boyhood fans of airplanes, go on to become fighter pilots. I always hear the story when you were a kid growing up. It's almost like you were convinced by a buddy to stick with hockey, and next thing you know, you made the NHL. Is that true?
Correct, absolutely. I started playing only at 7 years old. My mom had asked me 2 years in a row, and finally his name was Richard Hyperciel, and she threw all kinds of old skates and equipment on us, and we started to play.
Isn't that neat? Tell us about your work with the kids. What are you doing?
I just enjoy this immensely. The kids here, what we're trying to do here is involve the kids to get them fundamentally ready to play. Basic skills, skating for sure, that's what we want to do. Lower center of gravity. Everything's done by skating, passing, shooting. To play hockey, you got to know how to skate, and we're starting with fundamentals.
But it's not like you're just coaching a team, Gaston. You're actually putting on clinics, right? Tell us a little bit, because people in other parts of the country might be interested in the program.
Well, I think it's great because we have a great staff here. Billy Campbell, Sean, we have about
Sean Anderson, former player.
Exactly. Yeah. And what happens here is we're just touching every team. And we're combining the Adams together, the novices together, the Pee-wees, the Bantams, and we're just trying, again, to improve the fundamental skills of hockey, technical skills. And this is what we're doing. We're not going to see dividends come after 1 month or 2 months. It'll take a bit of time. But I think even Mitch was talking today, things are starting to happen, and we're seeing some progress. And that's what's important. They got to have fun, too. Don't forget that part.
How is it you stay in the game? You know, after a pro career, what is the love for you?
Oh, it's the passion for the game. It started with my kids. I mean, I followed Sebastian and Vanessa and Ringette, and I started to go on the ice with them. Obviously, you're at the rink, so you may as well be on the ice. And then the parents started to ask me to go on the ice, and it just snowballed from there, and I enjoy every minute of it.
Doing a great job.
Thanks, Ron. Thanks a lot.
Gaston Gingras, boy, still fly and shoot a puck. Kids, get out of the... Well, Guy Lafleur found that out. Remember your first NHL game? He got him. Broke his foot. Thought, done. I'm done. Don't forget, tomorrow night, my big, fat Greek wedding. It's Comedy Week coming up on the CBC for all of us. Happy New Year.